Hi, I'm Stacy.
And I'm Ronnie.
And these are our kids.
Sia! Vega! Sophia! Michaela!
Nehemiah. Kyla.
In today's stressful climate of 80-hour work weeks, fast food meals, and daycare drop-offs, it's easy to get caught up in the rat race that you don't even notice the most important things go missing. Things like nutrition, exercise, and time with the family. We see it everywhere. And about 10 years ago, our kids discovered inline skating, and our lives have never been the same. Ever since then, our entire family has fallen in love with the sport, so much so that one by one, our kids have put on skates as they have the desire to do so.
The fact is, the amazing sport of inline skating has taken over our life in such a way that we have decided to dedicate our lives to sharing it with the world.
So we packed up the kids, closed up our home, jumped in our RV, and set out on the adventure of a lifetime. We are traveling all over the world, training and competing. Along the way, we've learned a lot about inline skating, health, nutrition, exercise, and each other, bringing our family physically, emotionally, and spiritually closer together, making many new friends along the way.
Our goal is to bring this relatively unknown sport into the spotlight and inspire people of all ages and physical abilities to get on their feet, have fun, and to get healthy. At the same time, we want to help our children discover and explore this great country and all that it has to offer and teach us. Come join us as we visit interesting places, meet amazing people, and introduce you to the wonderful world of inline skating.
Ride along with us as we learn,
Laugh, love, and say,
Mahalo, America!
For sharing your wonderful places with us as we share the exciting world of inline skating with you.
The start of our day can be hectic for a family of this size, living in an RV. Our mornings are not quite the same as they used to be in a house. Things like electricity, water, space, preparing meals, and bathroom time are usually taken for granted. Just making room for everyone to sit together to have a meal takes planning. Ronnie and I are up before the kids so we can start preparing for the day ahead of us. Since we're not connected to the power grid, we have to manage our electricity usage, relying on our batteries and generators. Each morning includes that moment with our eyes closed and fingers crossed as we start with the main engines, hoping that batteries are not dead from a light left on the night before. If it will not start, out comes the battery charger and the portable generator. The computers, coffee pot, and toaster are plugged in and is ready to go when the generator is started.
Zamika and Zia are woken up first as their bed is also our kitchen table. They are always ready with a good morning hug and smile, excited to start the new day. Breakfast is the most important meal of our day and is packed full of nutritious fuel for these active bodies. Whether competing, training, or just skating for fun, healthy food must come first.
Before we know it, everyone is awake, full and ready to start the day. It can be crazy at times, but it's a fun kind of crazy. In order for the kids to stay in their skating form so they can compete at the highest levels, they need to be in their skates every day. It doesn't always have to be competitive hardcore training, but they have to feel that their skates are an extension of their bodies. After everyone has had a chance to enjoy their breakfast, they grab their skates to get ready for their morning practice. Being their coach and their dad is like a balancing act between pushing them to become better skaters and making sure that I don't push them too hard. I believe they need to be free to decide if it's what they want, if it's part of them or not. Although the kids are world-class athletes, I'm often reminded they're still kids. They have learned that the sooner they are ready for practice, the more time they have to goof off and have some fun before I call practice to start. The proud dad comes out in me whenever I see my kids. Even the youngest gives me their undivided attention when it is time to train. You usually don't see that kind of focus from children that young. We do get a straggler now and then, but that usually burns off after we get a warm-up lap in. Of course, kids will be kids, and sometimes we'll get distracted.
Yeah, this is their time just to come out and play and do whatever they want. They usually have their skates on while they do it. Their skates are part of them. It's like they were born with them on. They skate as if they've never had them off, which is amazing for me. I love to watch them. I see them every day, but every day they amaze me, and they take my breath away many times. And I think, you know, I am super proud just to be their mom, really. And I don't know any other kids that would put up with a lot of the stuff they've had to throughout this. Even homeschooling in the RV, you know, we're all there together, and it has to be, you know, there's so many different grades. They have to wait a lot for me to get to them, and they're all right there, pitching in and doing what they can, and the older ones will try and help the younger ones the best they can. A lot of times, you know, they want mama to help them, but they do a lot together, and Makayla's a big help. Natasha was a big help.
Natasha was here up to about, what, 3 weeks ago? When did she leave?
Yeah, Natasha's 19, and she wanted to spread her wings and do her thing, and her sister just had a baby, and she wanted to be there and help her, and which is good for both of them. Natasha was
she was here with us for the first 7 months of this.
Yeah,
this
and I wish she was here. I wish she was here to film that hill, because she would
she's the best.
Power down it. I mean, most people are like, and she's skating as fast as she can down the hill.
She'll sprint. Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, she's amazing on downhill.
They all are. Even Zia, where she wants to go to the very top, and you have to tell her, no, you're not ready. But you know, she has it, and she wants to. Maybe the best benefit of living in an RV is that we can make any location our home for the day. Well, any location that accommodates a 36-foot RV. Today, we thought it would be fun to take a ride to the local beach for some beautiful scenery during their lessons and some fun in the sand. It's important for the kids to continue also their seat work, from the books type of schoolwork. So part of each day is set aside for this kind of learning. Teaching 6 different grades, K through 10, can be challenging. So some things are done as a group, catering a bit to each age, while other lessons are taught one-on-one. This time of schoolwork and quiet time gives Stacy an opportunity to do his work on the phone and computer. Of course, recess on the beach is everyone's favorite time.
Once Ronnie has finished the lessons for the day, it is time for some family fun. Being from Hawaii, we love the water, especially the ocean. Traveling across the country keeps us away from the beaches, so we are grateful for the times we do get to enjoy the salt water, waves, and sandy beaches. No day at the beach would be complete without a skate down the boardwalk. Sometimes I have to remind the kids that there is a speed limit because of people walking, jogging, or biking. They are always careful and have a great time skating on the paths. There's nothing like time spent at the beach to remind us of our life we left behind in Hawaii. We miss it, but the adventures that we are experiencing helps us to keep looking forward. I'm the co-pilot over here, and we have the pilot. Hey, Mahalo, hey, and up in front. Up front we have Zamika. Hey, Zamika. Say hi, Zamika. Hi, Zamika. And we have Zia. Say hi, Zia. Zia. Oh, yeah, all right. There we go. Keep going. Stick your head in. What? Okay, don't smash into this guy. Watch out. Oh, okay, slow down. We gotta wait. Gotta wait for the jogger. Slow down.
The best times of teaching and a huge part of the kids' education is exploring the places we visit and talking to the amazing people we meet. Tide pools are a favorite of everyone's and provide an opportunity for many interesting lessons about life in our world.
Well, here we are in Corona Del Mar in Newport Beach, and it looks like a fun place. It's as close as we can get to Hawaii. I mean, it looks like it'll be fun. The kids will have a good time. It's an off day skate off day, and let's see what the kids are gonna grow up. What do you think?
It looks good. We've heard a lot about the tide pools here, and we like to stop whenever we can and go to different beaches and different areas. And so we're going to try and check out what we can find here today.
Sometimes if you look under there, you can see crabs. Crabs and stuff.
Yeah, I saw it over there.
They hide up underneath.
Yeah.
Right, take a look.
I know you'll find it.
Yeah, those aren't mermaids. Those are birds.
Mermaids. Are those mermaids on the rock? That was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was fun.
What did you guys find? Maya was in the tide pool with his head in the water. I saw that. That looked like fun.
We got here a little late, so the tide was coming in. We didn't find a whole lot of things. We saw a few little starfish. Nehemiah tried to catch a fish with his hands, which was a little slippery situation, but fell in. Yeah, they weren't going to get wet because they said, we're not going to get wet, Mom. But you know, the kids get near water and they're going to get wet. Pretty dry. Yeah, you're pretty dry.
Zamika jumped in a little bit. What'd you find? You guys found some shells?
I found a crab.
Starfish? Yeah,
I
found a
crab.
starfish. Was it a big one? How big was it?
I found a starfish.
Whoa! How about you guys? What'd you find?
Shovels. And shovels.
Shovels? Oh, shovels. Yeah, we
Yeah.
found a couple shovels, which was always good.
Did you see a mermaid?
I saw a mermaid.
Was that mermaid? What was that?
I saw a sea turtle.
A sea turtle. Our time in Southern California has been amazing. We weren't exactly sure how skating would be accepted, but as it turns out, we have had a great time with Southern California skaters, new friends we made, and beaches we got to explore. The tide pools brought back many fond memories of Hawaii. It's not exactly like being back home on the islands, but we'll do for now. Finding the inline skate club in Irvine was also a highlight of our time here. Seeing other people who share the same passion we do for the sport was definitely encouraging. We knew when we started this journey that bringing attention to a sport that is unknown in our country would be a struggle. In fact, it's a huge challenge, but we're so passionate about what the sport has done for our family and what it can do for families everywhere that staying motivated is a necessity. Seeing the excitement in our children's eyes and the smiles on their faces when they are skating and competing is enough to keep our drive alive as long as it takes to get this sport the recognition it deserves, and hopefully in the Olympics where it belongs.
We see around us every day that childhood obesity is a huge problem in the United States. We need to find ways to get our children motivated and excited about life outside the computers and phones, and get them off the couches and out of their bedrooms, and bring back family time. Inline skating gets the entire family off the couch, on their feet, and back in shape. These things are critical for fighting disease such as obesity, diabetes, and heart conditions. One step at a time, we need to get our children, families, and our country healthy again. Seeing the kids having fun, hearing them laugh and be active is the best part of any day. On our skates, off our skates, and in the ocean, we have had a great time here in Southern California. We have learned many new things and met some amazing people. The climate here is perfect for our sport of inline skating to flourish. So grab some skates, your family, and a friend, and head outside for fresh air, exercise, and fun.
We've experienced a lot of exciting places and met some amazing people. But it's time to move on. We're leaving some new friends behind, but they'll always be with us in our hearts. And who knows, maybe we'll cross paths again as we make our way around the country. Living in an RV with such a large family certainly has its challenges, but for us it's all worth it. We'll continue our journey as a family, sharing the joys and pains of life on the road, and sharing our love of inline skating with everyone we meet along the way. We'll see you next time, from wherever we end up.
Mahalo!